Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Lawrence Watkins from the Black Financial Channel and the Black Business School. Hope everyone's doing well today. On the fly, I decided that I wanted to just do a test trial or do something that's a little out of the ordinary for me. I'm usually the person in the background, setting up the interviews, that type of thing. But we were exploring doing a new segment called the FJT5, so the Financial Juneteenth 5. So these are the five, I guess, most interesting articles that I've read today. So sometimes they come from news sources like the Grio or let's say Black Enterprise, that type of thing. A lot of times they come from Fortune Magazine or a podcast that I'm watching and the like. But these are five stories that I think all Black Americans really need to pay attention to. So I want to do it just really quickly every single day. But let me know if you all like this in the chat and let me know in the comments if this is something that you all want to see. So after this video is finished, I'll go ahead and post the links to all of the articles in the description video as well. So, like I said, this is something new and experimental, but I just had the idea a few minutes ago, and I wanted to see if you all like it. So let's go ahead and get started with the articles. They fall into three different categories today. The first is just different business grants that I've seen out here. Some have already been awarded, and some you all will have the opportunity to apply for if you're business owners. So we'll get started with that. The first one comes from, and I guess I'll just share my screen. The first article comes from the Grio. So is how Glossier, excuse me, is helping reframe the beauty industry by centering Black women. Black-owned companies, Pound Cake, Redox, Absolute JOI, and a few others want to use their Glossier grant to take over the beauty industry. So Glossier is one of my favorite companies. I'll maybe post a bonus link of an article that I read recently about how the founder built this audience and turned that audience into a $1.2 billion company. It was a very in-depth article, but I think that you all would, definitely enjoy. But it says here, Glossier, the skincare brand that creates products, announced a $500,000 grant that will be awarded to beauty businesses run by Black people. Let's see, let's see what it says here. Using the money they've won to create a product, these entrepreneurs have quality products and strong brands already. So that seems to be a requirement for a lot of these business grants is, having a strong product already and then adding to it. So if you're out there looking to create your product, um, yeah, you need to create it first a lot of times before you actually get some of these grants. But then some of them actually do want just pure startup type companies as well. So 15 to 16 of the companies that Glossier chose were Black women. So Black women leading the way in the beauty space. So Glossier is a beauty blog and then also a brand that's valued at over $1 billion now, if I believe correctly. So I'll go ahead and post this link in chat here in a moment. The second one is actually started by one of my friends, well, not started by him, but one of my classmates from business school worked on this quite a bit. So shout out to Marcus Zach. American Express launches the Coalition to Back Black Businesses grant program with a $10 million commitment. This is from Business Wire, which is a wire service. So this is probably directly from the company, I'm going to guess. So first of this kind collaboration between four major Black chambers of commerce, the National Black Chamber of Commerce, the National Business League, the U.S. Black Chambers of Commerce, and then also Walker's Legacy. So shout out to Natalie Cofield as well. So I'll try to get her here on the channel so she can give you some more details about her role in all of this as well. So $10 million will be committed to a grant program to support Black-owned businesses. Eligible Black-owned small businesses in the U.S. can now apply for grants here. So if you have an eligible business, you can apply here, but it's called the Coalition to Back Black Businesses. So after this video, I'll make sure I put this link in the description. And I'll also try to get Marcus, if he's up for it, on to the Black Financial Channel to talk about this opportunity a little bit more, because I know he's one of the architects, or I believe he's one of the architects behind this particular program. The third article that I wanted to share is opportunity zones haven't fully reached their potential, but don't write them off yet. So I'm curious about this particular article. Is talking all about opportunity zones. Oh, this is interesting. So the OZ initiative made Whether checks growth possible. Interesting. So this is my cousin. Actually, I did not know he was featured in this particular article. But shout out to Demetrius Gray and Jermaine Watkins, my first cousin, for being featured. They are also Y Combinator graduates, and they've done a lot of cool things. But I did not know that they were using opportunity zones in this way. So I'm looking forward to, I guess, going into this deeper. So many of you all know we just did a real estate launch with Julian Gordon with the Multifamily Mastermind about multifamily properties. So I'm interested in terms of how to connect the multifamily space with opportunity zones as well. So now that I know Demetrius is on here and also Jermaine, maybe I'll get them on here if they want. Demetrius has been a guest on the Black Financial Channel in the past, but maybe we'll bring them back once again to talk about this particular opportunity with opportunity zones as well. The next goes to, I guess, real estate, staying with the value of land and the value of real estate. Let's see. So a toxic mix of redlining and discrimination means homes in the Black neighborhoods are chronically undervalued to the tune of $156 billion. Oh, there's Tiffany Aleche. So Tiffany, the Budgetnista, I believe, was featured in this article. But the Brookings Institution estimates that homes in majority Black neighborhoods are undervalued by $48,000 on average compared to homes in non-majority Black areas. Cumulatively, the chronic undervaluing costs Black homeowners $156 billion. That's with a B, $156 billion. And that's a crazy number to really think through. But that shows the power of redlining and the detriments that redlining and other types of things in regards to getting access to capital, the negative impact that actually has in our community as well. But feel free to read this article from Business Insider if you like. Yeah. So Tiffany, of course, she's been doing. I think she did quite a bit with laws. Maybe that was with education in the state of New Jersey. But check her out. She has an interesting story here in Business Insider, talking about undervaluing of Black neighborhoods. Last but not least is Sean Rochester, another friend of the channel. So go back and rewatch Sean's interview with us regarding the Black tax. So he wrote a book in regards to how Black people are just overpriced and overcharged for basically everything that happens in American society. So it really talks about and identifies truly the problem of systemic racism, especially as it relates to your money and your finances. But he states he calculated that racism has cost Black Americans $70 trillion since the start of slavery. And here's how the cost breaks down. Yeah, so maybe I can come back on the channel again and talk through this as well. So I think that'd be good. If you guys want him to come back and talk about this, please let me know also. But he breaks it down. So the tax starts with slavery, 250 years of unpaid labor, estimates of 24 to 97 trillion dollars from 1619 to 1865. That's interesting. Yeah, this is something that's been coming up a lot in terms of Blacks were denied access to government-sponsored wealth building tools. So that's something that we've talked about quite a bit in the Black Business School, like the VA loans, or in like after World War II, Blacks were just completely discriminated against when it came to getting, I guess, these loans and government-sponsored programs. And yeah, that needs to be addressed now, of course, through reparations and other means also. And Black enterprises never allowed to thrive. So yeah, he talks a lot about all of this. He gives an excellent breakdown. And yeah, I'm going to try to get him back on the show here as well. But that's about it, everyone. I want these to be pretty quick, so I've been streaming for about 8 minutes now. Let me know what you all think about this segment. After this after this video, I'm going to put the links in the description, so please check back in one moment, and all the links to the articles that I talked about today will be there. But let me know if you like this, if this is something that you want us to continue to do. If so, leave a comment, leave a chat. If not, let us know that. And also, if there are ways that you would like for us to improve, please let me know that as well. So on behalf of the Black Financial Channel, my name is Lawrence Watkins. You all take care, be blessed, and have a wonderful day. All right, bye-bye.